Hello, and welcome to the Embrace Balance, Discover Joy podcast. I'm Amanda Butland, your host and intuitive life coach. Hello, and welcome to the Embrace Balance, Discover Joy podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Butland, and welcome to episode 1. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to share with you a little bit about what this podcast is all going to be about, and a little bit about myself and my journey to creating this podcast. I'm an intuitive life coach, and this podcast is going to be about people sharing their transformational journeys, having been through life coaching. It's going to be casual conversations with people who are going to share their journeys of personal transformation. Some of my special guests will be people who have identified their life's purpose or their passion in life from going through life coaching. You'll hear from people who have discovered themselves again, and people who have found their passion and their purpose, and now sharing their passion and purpose with others and serving others as they create businesses that highlight their passion and their purpose. So, a little bit about myself. I'm one of those people who've always been go, go, go. I like to stay productive. I like to get things done. I like to do and be busy and do all the things that I want to do. So I did all the things that people are supposed to do, right? I went to college, I got a good job, I got married, I had a kid. And after going through all that and checking all the boxes, I felt like something was still missing in life. Like there was something more to life than just this. Because once you've checked all those boxes, it's like, well, what's next? What do I do now? And so I went through a personal growth journey through coaching and mentoring and found my passion and my purpose. And now I use what I've learned about myself to help others. One of the things I've learned to do is live my values. One of the coaches that I worked with helped me identify what my true values were. And so I worked to shift how I spend my time and what I do on the things that I value. And it has brought me so much joy and so much happiness and so much peace and balance in my life. And that's what I do in my business as an intuitive life coach, is helping others identify what their values are and helping them to align their lives with those values so that they can live a life of balance and peace and joy and happiness. So what are the things that I do today? Well, I do have an actual full-time job, and I do this on my evenings and weekends. I also am very active in my son's school community. I'm on the PTA, and I'm also the president of our fundraising arm at school. And I'm also on a committee at the district level. And I also volunteer on the board of a professional organization that's related to my job. And for fun, sometimes on the weekends when I have the extra time, I also am a professional background actor and voice artist. So a lot of people have always asked me, how do you fit all those things in? You're also a mother and a wife. And it really is about being intentional about how I spend my time. And so that's one of the things that somebody else has asked me at once as well is, as I was thinking about creating a business and building a business and what I should do, because I've always wanted to do something a little bit more to help and serve others. And the question came up, what is it that's your superpower? What is it that you're really great at? And when I thought about it, it was really easy to finally see what it was when I really thought about how I live my life, and it's time management. And so I had created a business which still exists, Mom Tasking Masters, which helps busy moms get out of overwhelm by identifying their values and helping them prioritize their tasks so that they can feel less stress and overwhelm. So that business has an online program that people can sign up for. I felt like there was something more that I could do to help people. And so I looked into becoming a life coach because I knew those skills of coaching can really help transform people's lives. And so I went through a program and got certified. And so I am a certified intuitive life coach. And the skills that I've learned through that and what I do today with coaching people is really helping them see what it is that they want to do with their own lives by peeling back the layers of, what not what other people expect of you or what society expects of you, but really deep down, what is it that is really important to them? What do they truly value? And once they identify what those things are and align how they spend their time and live their lives with those values, then happiness just appears. And to see sort of the overwhelm and stress and anxiety of trying to meet other people's expectations melts away. And it's amazing to see those transformations. So what I'll be doing throughout this podcast is help interviewing people and having them share those transformational stories, and you'll see how valuable uh, life coaching can be in transforming your life, helping you find a passion and a purpose, and living that passion in joy. So I'll share now a little bit more about my personal journey to where I am today, because I've shared a little bit, but I kind of feel like there's a bigger story there than what I've already shared. So my personal development journey started about maybe 8 years ago. And, as I mentioned, I checked off all the boxes and I wasn't really happy. And it was sort of like, but I've done all the things. Why am I not happy? What is it that is missing? And so I joined a program. It was a personal development program, and it opened my eyes to just seeing the world completely differently and just understanding human dynamics and how people relate to each other. And, you know, it's and the personal development work of um, seeing your own value and getting back to your authentic self, the self that you were before all of those societal pressures were put on top of us. And to be able to sort of release all of those things and not feel like you always have to be worried about what other people think of you. Can you imagine how freeing that is? It is. It's very freeing to not have to worry about all those things and just to be, you know, living your life the way that you want to. And obviously, you're not going around, being a terrible person to other people, but having the awareness of everybody's in the same boat. Everybody's in the same place of just trying to live life to the best that they can. But also having that awareness of, if somebody is not nice to you, it has nothing to do with you. It's maybe they had a bad day, right? Maybe they're not feeling well. And just having that perspective shift of it's not about us. Each person is living their own lives the best way they can. And sometimes not everybody has a great day. And it's not and that interaction with that person, maybe where they were cranky or grumpy, and you think it's all about you and you did something wrong, or maybe that person is a terrible person. Well, that's not the case, because everybody is just doing the best that they can. So just having that awareness um, throughout this journey of self-discovery and personal development. And so having gone through that and learned all these things and really shifted the way I see the world and other people, and being able to relate to people differently, has really, really changed. It has transformed my life. And so I now want to bring that to others, to help others transform their lives, to be able to have that peace and joy that I get to experience every day. I want to be able to share that with others, because I see how people are stressed out every day and overwhelmed and just not in the best place that they can be, or the best version of themselves they can be. And to be able to help others do that is why I do this, to be able to see that pressure rise and lift off their shoulders, and for them to be at a place of peace and joy. So that's what this podcast is all about. It's about sharing people's stories, seeing how they've embraced the balance and discovered the joy in their lives. So I did want to share a little bit about what life coaching is because I'm not sure that a lot of people do know what life coaching is all about. It's not the same thing as, your sports coach or your business coach. I mean, business coaches sometimes are life coaches, but sometimes, they have a very specific purpose, and sometimes maybe they're more consulting or mentoring than actually coaching. So life coaching really is around asking the person who's being coached deep questions, to have them really think and reflect on themselves and what it is that they present as a problem, to help them figure out what it is that's deep down at the root of that problem, and helping them come up with their own solutions. Um, and the part that and the intuitive part that comes in for me is allowing my intuition to guide the questions, um, and and to go deeper into those root causes, but behind where those problems are coming from, whether it's a false belief that somebody has, or just even shifting their perspective around if they had a bad interaction with a person, have asking them, well, what else could it have been? It's probably not about you. Um, so that's what it's all about. And it is all about helping people identify who they truly are, what it is that brings them joy, what is their passion, and helping them live their best lives and becoming their best and most authentic selves. So I'm excited to share this podcast with you, and I'm so glad you're here listening, and I'm excited for you to hear these stories of other people's life transformations. So stay tuned for the next episode. I invite you to subscribe to the Embrace Balance Discover Joy podcast and join our community. If you feel inspired by what you hear, please leave a review and share this podcast with others who might benefit. And remember, it's never too late to embrace balance and discover joy in your life. Stay tuned for our upcoming episodes filled with inspiring stories and valuable insights. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself.